So today I'm at a Carnival festival type thing. I got the Pro 3 with me today. Really stoked. Every time I get this camera back in my hand, feels like an old friend, feels like a warm hug. I'm not really traveling with it as much anymore. I'm kind of just using the X106 at this point, so anytime I get to shoot with this camera, it's gonna be a good time. I got here kind of later than I wanted to. The sun is going down a little bit. Looks like it might get cloudy, but we'll just see what we get. I got a whole bunch of fresh work done, and you don't want to put sunscreen on new tattoos. It's just like rubbing chemicals in an open wound, so I didn't want to be out here in the heat of the day just getting blasted by the sun. We're doing our best. We're just gonna see how today goes and see what we get. Fujifilm X-Pro 3 has been my favorite Fuji camera for half a decade now. My X106 and my X-H2S are objectively better, faster, more powerful, more technologically advanced, but neither of those cameras can seem to touch the emotion, the soul of shooting with the Pro 3. There's just something special about it. It just does such a great job of putting you in the moment, especially if you're the kind of person that likes to do things the old school way. Like shooting with the Viewfinder and not really peeking at the photos until you get home. It's also just really nice to have a tool that feels so sturdy and well built, high quality, which is kind of an ironic thing to say about a body that is notoriously plagued with issues. The screen, the shutter button, defective EVFs, but let's be honest, doesn't that make you feel like you're dealing with a 50-year-old film camera? They're just trying to make the experience more authentic. All jokes aside, days like this one are, in my humble opinion, what the X-Pro 3 was really made for. I also just so happened to run into three of my absolute favorite photographers in the Denver area: Eddie Gilbert, Rudy Ortega, and Jack Kendrick. I did know ahead of time that my friend Eddie does look forward to shooting this Carnival every year, so I kind of thought there was a chance I might run into him, but I definitely did not anticipate running into three of the absolute best street photographers in Denver. In a world where aligning adult friends' schedules is next to impossible, it sort of felt like lightning struck. I just couldn't believe we all ended up at the same event at the same time on the same day. It just made the entire experience so much more fun, and I feel like I don't make enough time to meet new people and shoot with other photographers these days, so it was a really welcome change. And it also kept me out a lot later than I planned to stay, and so it turned out that a lot of my favorite work from the day actually happened after dark.
I'm starting to regret this shirt now.
Yeah?
I'm like fucking...
That's not gonna stop the wind for sure.
Not the shit. I'm freezing my ass off there. I was burning up. Now.
So this is basically the easiest kind of environment to shoot as a street photographer. Everybody is in a great mood, smiling, having a good time, and literally nobody cares if you shove a camera in their face and take a photo. I will say one thing though, not having this camera around as much anymore, not bringing it with me on my trips, I'm not as used to editing the photos out of it as I am the X106 and the X-H2S now, and with all of these colors, you know, that I never see anywhere else doing street photography, like orange and green and pink and purple and magenta, it was a challenge to get these images looking right, but it is what it is. I worked with it, I liked the results, it's fun to, you know, see images that include all these things that you don't really see on a normal day. When I'm shooting street photography at night, I generally look for a light source and I work around that. So in this case, the snack stands or the refreshment counters or whatever, they made for a really good light source. It created a lot of really natural token interactions and frames, you know, for a carnival or a county fair. I was really stoked, really worked the scene around a lot of these different refreshment stands for quite a bit of the time that we were out after dark. And I know I can almost count on getting some heat from the internet street photography police about using the X-Pro 3 screen to compose as much as I do, but I have to level with you, I've always loved it for waist level shooting, and I think if you're not using it for that, you're almost kind of missing out. But that said, this event is actually probably the most I've used the viewfinder on the Pro 3 in a long time. With so much going on and the kind of raggedy AF on the Pro 3, it's really helpful to be able to look through the viewfinder and actually see what's going on. It also just felt really great to go full documentary photographer and kind of use the rangefinder the way that it was meant to be used. And it has the added benefit of being super obvious that you're taking a photo. I think that in an environment with little kids running around and their parents and everything, it's a great time to not be sneaky. If you're around like kids at a carnival, you really don't want to be hiding the camera and making people, you know, think that you're doing something sketchy. In the world we live in, don't do that. Sometimes it results in bruising the scene and kind of getting less than candid images, but I think that just comes with the territory. Most of the photos I just threw out there without any kind of composition breakdown, but this one I will highlight is probably the banger of the day for sure. Just the fact that the mom looks so exhausted in the background and you have this super mischievous looking kid almost looking like they got caught doing something wrong, you know, absolutely dialed in on this ketchup thing and about to probably, I don't know, eat a corn dog or something. It's just such a quintessential carnival photo and I love how it turned out. It's super sharp. I love the lighting, love the colors I got, and definitely this is the one that I'll think of when I come back to this set in the future. But that's all I got. It just was an awesome day. It was a perfect opportunity to get out with the Pro 3, you know, no video, no B-roll, just straight up stills photography in the moment using the viewfinder, just exactly, in my opinion, what that camera was built for. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and liked some of the photos in it. Special thanks to Eddie, Jack, and Rudy for the guest appearances. Super fun seeing those guys, and that's it. That's all I got for you. So thanks as always for watching. Really appreciate the support as always, and I will see you very soon in the next video.